Disney World's tropical haven where adventure and relaxation float together in perfect harmony. From 6-foot towering waves, thrilling twists and turns to misty waterfalls over hidden caves, each corner is beautifully designed to create lasting memories. Hi, I'm the Frugal Brit, and in this video I'll be your guide to Typhoon Lagoon Water Park to help you plan your next trip to Walt Disney World, covering all slides and attractions. Without further ado, let's dive in. Disney's Typhoon Lagoon is located to the south of the Walt Disney World map, a short drive from Disney Springs, Disney's most visited water park. Guests enter the park via a canopied pathway surrounded by lush trees overhead. The centrepiece at the turnstile is the bow of a ship hoisted above the entrance, with tattered sail welcoming guests. Upon entering, you'll get a clear view of the park's layout on a map conveniently printed on a canvas sail. In terms of layout, Typhoon Lagoon is centred around its giant surf pool, circled by a lazy river. Surrounding this are most of the park's slides and services dotted on the outer rim. Wandering further into the park, you'll be greeted by Laguna Gator, the park's fun-loving mascot clutching his mini surfboard. Continuing along, a pathway lined with lush greenery and tall palms leads you towards a shipwrecked boat, setting the scene for the park's unique backstory. For those not familiar, this backstory revolves around a legendary typhoon that wreaked havoc on a tropical paradise, causing a mishmash of shipwrecks, fishing gear and surfboards to be scattered across the island. Next, you'll find the high and dry lockers and changing rooms. If you're lucky, you might bump into a familiar face near Singapore Sal's souvenir shop. For those early birds arriving at rope drop, you'll be held at the main entrance bridge before the official opening time. To make the most of your day, I highly recommend arriving around this time for a head start on the fun. I'll leave all my best tips and key info in the video description. Next, we'll head over the bridge towards the giant Typhoon Lagoon surf pool and its surrounding beaches, the centrepiece of the park. This expansive wave pool is surrounded by tropical foliage. The sandy shoreline gently slopes into turquoise water. The dramatic backdrop features the remains of a shipwreck, with the park's main icon, the Miss Tilly shrimp boat, marooned atop Mount Mayday. This used to erupt every hour, but I haven't seen it do this for years, unfortunately. This surf pool is absolutely ginormous, standing out as one of the largest of its kind in the world. Spanning approximately 2.5 acres and holding 3 million gallons of water, its powerful machines generate a 6-foot tall wave every 90 seconds, which holds 80,000 gallons of water, with calm periods in between the waves. During some periods of the day, you'll see gentler rolling waves. For those looking for a more consistently gentler experience, Whitecap Cove nearby offers a more relaxed environment away from the waves. For early risers and surfing enthusiasts, Typhoon Lagoon offers surfing sessions before the park opens. I'll link to these upcharged experiences in the description. Surrounding the surf pool are numerous lounge chairs where guests can relax and enjoy the sun, featuring beach chairs and thatched umbrellas enhancing the paradise-like atmosphere. You'll also find a designated Stitch meet and greet at the boardroom located near the beach. Nestled beside the surf pool are the bay slides, which take young riders on a short journey through the rockwork, emptying them into a shallow part of the surf pool. Next, we'll take the nearby bridge over to the southwest corner of the map for the oddly named KETCHAKIDDEE Creek, which is a vibrant water play area designed to resemble a playful shipwreck, featuring elements crafted from repurposed shipwreck items. The area is filled with various mini slides, shallow pools and playful spray features that promise endless splashes and giggles. Kids can also enjoy water cannons and sandcastle-like structures, adding to the seaside adventure vibe. A standout feature is the mini raft ride, perfect for little ones to float along a gently winding waterway. For the most curious explorers, hidden caves with trickling waterfalls offer a sense of mystery and discovery. Parents can relax with peace of mind thanks to ample sun lounges and shaded areas, strategically placed to keep an eye on all the fun. A short walk away you'll find KEELHAUL Falls, a single rider inner tube slide and the first of 3 nearby fall slides. After picking up your raft from the stack at the slide's entrance, you'll head up the rustic stairs to join the queue. Once you settle into your tube, you'll meander through rockwork with a few mild twists and turns, followed by a long turn into a cavern-like section under a bridge, concluding with a gentle splash into the pool. In the middle is the Mayday Falls slide, the highest and longest slide in the park. This is a one-person slide, which unfortunately has not been open for my last few visits. After hopping on the cone-shaped tubes, you'll head down the slide, which is similar to KEELHAUL Falls, but not quite as comfortable due to the speed bumps and rough textured surface, as it attempts to mimic the experience of navigating rapids, sort of the water slide equivalent to Space Mountain. Above Mayday Falls is GANGPLANK Falls, the last of the trio of falls slides, which is 300 foot long. After picking up your 4-person raft, you'll head over to the launch point before climbing inside. The adventure begins with half the raft being submerged under a waterfall. As you continue, the raft goes through a rocky cavern, with sunlight streaming through the rocky openings. You'll then slide under hollowed out logs and barrels, approaching a bridge carrying salvaged dynamite craters. Water leaks onto the riders for an added thrill. Finally, you exit the cavern, making a final turn before splashing into the runoff pool. One of the standout attractions at Typhoon Lagoon is Castaway Creek, a 2,000-foot-long lazy river which offers a serene and relaxing journey through the park's lush tropical landscapes, lasting approximately 20 minutes at a leisurely pace. With 5 entry points scattered throughout the park, it's easy to hop in and out at your convenience, strategically placed near key attractions. Guests can choose from single or double inner tubes to float along the gentle currents. As you meander through the tropical scenery, you'll notice familiar shipwreck items scattered along the shore, adding to the immersion. One notable section is the Forgotten Grotto, where guests can enter a cave with water cascading over the entrance, creating a refreshing mist. Emerging from the grotto, you'll find yourself beneath the mountain trail, which we'll be heading to later. As you drift along, you'll pass a waterfall cascading down rocky terrain. Another highlight is the Misty Fork, where the river splits into 2 paths, offering a slight variation in your journey. Our next stop is the Mountain Trail, the park's only dry attraction, which is a bit of a hidden gem, located behind the surf pool and directly beneath Mount Mayday, perfect for those looking to explore a different side of Typhoon Lagoon. The trail ascends via rugged, wet rock stairs, allowing you to enjoy the sounds of tropical birds and mountain streams, creating a relaxing atmosphere away from the hustle and bustle of the more popular attractions. As you make your way along the trail, you'll cross over several bridges, including the one above Castaway Creek, which we saw earlier, that invites guests to the next attraction on the tour, which is HUMUNGA KOWABUNGA, which is located on the north side of the map. This sends riders zooming down the side of Mount Mayday, widely regarded as the park's most thrilling slide, often referred to as the Wedgie Maker. At the top of the 5-story staircase, you'll find 3 enclosed body slides. As well as being a thrilling slide, it's also a visual treat, sliding through the mountain's rockwork and offering stunning views from the platform. After receiving your instructions, you'll dive into a rapid descent at a steep angle into darkness, sliding through 214 feet of enclosed chute. The slide culminates in a splashdown pool where guests can catch their breath at the base of the mountain near Castaway Creek. Just above HUMUNGA KOWABUNGA are the Storm Slides, a trio of body slides. These boast an impressive queue line, with its rustic rope-lined mini-trail leading to the platforms, where you'll be treated to a breathtaking view of the park, including a glimpse of Disney Springs in the distance. Riders can choose from either Jib Jammer, Stern Burner or Rudder Blaster. Each feature a series of gentle twists and turns, zipping through rocky outcrops and grottos. I'd say Stern Burner stands out as the most interesting, boasting the longest tunnel. At the slide's conclusion, you'll be greeted by a burst of water from the sunlit splashdown pool. Before we dive into the 2 most popular attractions, I'll give a quick overview of the dining options. So there's 2 main locations, which are Typhoon Tilly's and the Leaning Palms, both being quick service restaurants. The Leaning Palms is located a short distance from the entrance, at the bottom of the map, and stands out with its distinctive leaning structure, the larger of the 2 restaurants and the more popular. The menu adds a tropical twist to classical American fare, offering items such as nachos with a elote corn dip, rice bowls with roasted corn and plantain. There's flatbreads, plant-based options like the Impossible Island Burger. Typhoon Tilly's is located on the opposite side of the map, the smaller quick-service location with a similar but smaller menu. Previously had a reputation for offering more unique options, but not necessarily the case these days. Adjacent to Typhoon Tilly's is the Snack Shack, offering grab-and-go snacks and refreshing drinks, the most popular item being the Dole Whip soft serve. For more frozen treat options, we'll head back over to the other side of the park for Happy Landings ice cream, tucked beside Castaway Creek. The signature choice here is the Sand Pail Sundae, with the Hot Fudge Brownie also being a popular pick. Now we'll get back to the slides. To the east of Typhoon Tilly's is Misadventure Falls, which is a 4-person raft slide, the longest in terms of duration at any Disney water park. The ride is themed around the adventures of Captain Mary Oceaneer, a treasure-hunting heroine who's been left stranded by a rogue storm. Guests board the 4-person orange raft surrounded by dense foliage before being pushed onto a conveyor belt, which eliminates the need to climb stairs with the raft. During the ascent, you travel past the remains of Captain Oceaneer's treasure-hunting ship, complete with her animatronic parrot, Duncan. This is one of the more elaborately themed water rides you'll find. As you climb past the ship's salvage crane, precariously clinging to a treasure chest, you'll head inside an enclosed tube before a winding journey featuring tunnels, twists, turns and drops, passing various treasure-themed decor, before the rafts finally make their splashdown back at base camp, at the end of what many consider to be the park's best slide. For the final slide in the tour, we'll head to the far east of the map for the Crush and Gusher water coaster. This is another attraction that has a fun backstory, which is themed around the remnants of a once bustling fruit washing factory, which has since been repurposed into a water slide. In the queue, you'll pick up your 2-person tubes neatly piled next to bamboo trees. Riders have the option to go solo or pair up for the adventure. Once you're ready, you'll see signs indicating the queue lines for the 3 different slides, which are Pineapple Plunger, Coconut Crusher and Banana Blaster. When you reach the top of the loading platform, you'll be launched on fruit conveyors down the slope, framed by protective netting. The ride's unique water coaster technology allows both downhill plunges and uphill climbs. The slides twist and turn sharply inside dark tunnels, followed by a series of further drops and climbs along the 420-foot chute before being propelled into Hideaway Bay, a shallow swimming pool surrounded by dense foliage, sandy white beaches and lounge chairs, the perfect place to relax after an adventure around the park. Well, that wraps up my tour of Typhoon Lagoon. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description for my best tips and key information to help you make the most of your visit. If you're planning more Orlando water park adventures, don't miss my other videos, and for future Orlando vacation content, don't forget to subscribe.